Yo, what's up everybody? This is a Tekken 7 Kazumi Green Ranks walkthrough recap. And I said this in the Green Ranks walkthrough, which is a video where I showed you guys me playing some matches ranking up in the Green Ranks with Kazumi, and I said that I'm going to actually make another video simply going over some of the gimmicks and how to beat some of the gimmicks I came through when I did that walkthrough. And this may sometimes include the gimmicks that you guys even seen me doing. It's as simple as that. Alright, first gimmick we're going to talk about is King's 1-2 into his 2+4 throw, or his 1-2-1 into his 2+4 throw. I've seen this a decent amount with King players I've come across so far with the characters I've been ranking up through the Green Ranks, and I can see why people do it. It's actually a cool little transition to the throw, but this is actually pretty easy to beat. You're not going to see this too much at competitive level or even just higher ranks level probably at all, honestly, simply because he reaches out with his 2 arm, and it's very easy to recognize the animation. Now, it will feel a little difficult for you if you're not used to looking at arm animation. So just to keep this very simple, when you see the when you see him do a 1-2 string jab into a transition into a throw, just break 2. That's all you gotta do, is just break through. Not break through. All you gotta do is just break 2. And he actually can make this a little more diverse by pressing down 2+4, and that will catch crouching opponents. Again, it's simply still a 2 break. If you want more depth into throw breaking, I did make a beginner's throw breaking guide, and it has a lot of good information there. It was one of my earlier guides, so there is some audio issues, but the information is very good. And even if you don't want to listen to the in-depth things I say, you can simply practice the exercises and go over the tips that I went through in that guide. Alright, next gimmick we're going to talk about is King's low alley kicks into his mid kick. Now basically all this is that he can do a low kick string, and he can do multiple kick strings, and at any point he could transition into a mid. And for me, this was an extremely annoying string to deal with when I was back in the Green Ranks. But this string has a lot of weaknesses. I don't even think we're going to talk about all of them, just going to go over some of them. First weakness is that this is not a natural combo, meaning that if he lands the first attack, you can block the next attack. Okay, that's very important, because that leads into the next weakness, that if you block the next attack and he keeps throwing out low kicks, you can actually low parry it. Okay, so that's basically 2 weaknesses in one. Next thing is that if you read he stops with the alley kick and actually doesn't do the mid attack, all of the alley kicks are very launch punishable. And if he does do the mid attack, that is -15 on block, so that is also launch punishable for most of the cast. And then another weakness is that this can be fuzzy guard. Now that's a little bit advanced, but what I'm showing you right here is that when he transitions into the mid, you have enough time to go from blocking to low to switch to blocking the mid at any point he decides to transition into the mid. Now, it's very important that you don't allow him to land some of these alley kicks on counter hit, because if he lands some on counter hit, it actually gives him access to more alley kicks, and then he gets plus frames on hit. And in some cases, he can actually, I'm almost positive, he can get a guaranteed follow-up. I believe he gets up to +15, he can get a guarantee while standing 1, or if he's fast enough, I believe a hop knee or something like that. So practice fuzzy guarding so that you can actually block in all scenarios, and also practice not pressing buttons. Make it a habit of not pressing buttons once they start doing the alley kicks, because that's, at least for me when I was in the Green Ranks, that's what caught me a lot. I wouldn't know when he was done, so I would try to attack sometimes too soon, and then one of the kicks would turn into a counter hit, and then he'd get more of the kicks, and then he have +15 for like a guaranteed follow-up. Alright, last thing is, actually I'm not even going to go into depth like I did the alley kicks. I'm just going to show you guys examples that you can step Kazumi's while running 2, like I said. So this is I'll repeat myself again, this is a very good approachable tool, but it does have a weakness that can be exploited. If you play an opponent with good movement, be very careful about spamming this move. You should be careful about spamming any move in Tekken, because pretty much every move does have a weakness. But that is the end of this Tekken 7 Kazumi's Green Rank walkthrough recap, going over the gimmicks. If you guys like this content, please like and subscribe. It really does help my channel a lot, like I always say. And again, I appreciate all of the support you guys give me. This is Acid Light. You guys take care.